Good day, everyone. Welcome to Nexus Insights. My name is Emeka Ofroma, and this is our special report, The Shattered Periphery. When borders break, conflicts usually follow. But what happens when borders remain on maps, while power on the ground changes hands entirely? Along with the frontier linking Bangladesh, India, and Myanmar, a different reality is emerging. State institutions are no longer the only forces shaping events. Armed groups, refugee networks, local administrators, smugglers, and de facto authorities increasingly define life across the frontier. This is not simply a border crisis, it is a crisis of replaced sovereignty. The South Asian triple border crisis is not an official policy term, but it describes an increasingly visible pattern. Across the frontier connecting Bangladesh, India, and Myanmar, traditional border systems are fragmenting. The old architecture depended on state institutions and recognized security actors. That structure has weakened. The decisive fracture began in early 2024. The Arakan army captured Maletwa, a strategically critical township near the England-Bangladesh-Myanmar trade junction. By late 2024, control expanded further across northern Rakhine. Territorial change removed one border but failed to establish another. Humanitarian center of gravity remains Bangladesh. Refugee settlements now host more than 1 billion Rohingya refugees, making this one of the largest displacement crises in the world. New arrivals continue adding pressure to already overcrowded camps. Space is shrinking. Resources remain under strain. Protection challenges continue to increase. Reports continue documenting injuries near border areas where civilians move in search of food, work, or survival. The danger is no longer confined to direct fighting. Mines, stray gunfire, smuggling routes, maritime trafficking networks, everyday movement itself increasingly carries risk. When land routes become dangerous, pressure moves elsewhere. The Andaman Sea and Bay of Bengal have become increasingly active escape corridors. But maritime migration carries extraordinary danger. Rising deaths and disappearances reveal how humanitarian exhaustion can evolve into strategic spillover. Reduced opportunities, worsening conditions, create incentive for riskier movements. When formal systems awaken, informal systems expand. Across the frontier, illicit networks increasingly fill the gaps left behind. Smuggling routes now move far more than goods, drugs, fuel, essential supplies, human movement itself. Issue is not only criminal activity, it is institutional replacement. New actors increasingly perform roles once associated with states. Part of the challenge lies in geography itself. The frontier linking Bangladesh, India, and Myanmar is not a simple line separating one state from another. It is a landscape of rivers, mountains, forests, coastline, and isolated settlements. This matters because effective border management is no longer determined solely by maps or territorial claims. It increasingly depends on who controls movement across roads, waterways, markets, and local networks. In this region, power is often exercised through access and mobility, as much as through territory itself. Across parts of Rakhine, substitute systems increasingly perform state-like functions: detentions, security operations, mine clearance, local enforcement. But replacement authority does not automatically create stable governance. Reports continue describing armed activity, insecurity, and fragmented control. The consequences increasingly extend beyond Myanmar. Refugee movements affect Bangladesh. Security pressures affect India. Illicit economies affect the wider region. Connectivity projects, regional trade systems, and border governance all depend on one assumption: predictable control. The South Asian triple border crisis is no longer defined by conflict, it is increasingly shaped by governance gaps. The South Asian triple border crisis is no longer defined only by conflict, it is increasingly shaped by governance gaps. Because once institutions weaken, geography alone does not determine borders, power does. For deeper geopolitical analysis and strategic intelligence on emerging global crises, visit Nexus Insights on nexusinsights.org. Please subscribe and thank you for watching.